these here? Does anybody know? They should be in an album box, I think.
Well, you used to have snacks for us.
I know, that's right. We were never messy, though. Are you running?
I am.
Rock and roll. Hi. Welcome to the Ascertainers. Episode number 26, I think. Pretty sure. We're a little ahead of ourselves, so we shouldn't be talking about too many current events because,
What year is it?
How about that Hindenburg, though? That thing went down like a Led Zeppelin.
Oh, man. Good,
you like
good
that?
foreshadowing.
That's like what pro podcasters do. It's Led Zeppelin a week. Yeah, we have a guest. Oh, Ascertainers are Jim. I am Mark's sidekick. Mark came up with this idea, and he hates it when everyone says that I did. But yeah, hi, I'm Jim. That's Mark.
Hello, everyone.
You seriously are like a yard from your mic, but you're cool.
Yeah, I am cool.
Yeah. Well, anyhow, and we have back. That's all you want to say? Is just hi, everyone? Why don't you introduce our guest?
I leave that up to you.
Oh, thanks. Anything else I can do for you?
Well, carry me more on the podcast.
You do edit the podcast, and I appreciate that.
Thanks.
I really do. Joining us back for another bite at the apple, my next door neighbor. Some have seen him wearing a tank top. Others have seen him wearing flip-flops while weed whipping. He's a special cat, JT, or we call him Jason sometimes too. You want to say hi, Jason?
Yeah. Hey, hello. Thanks for inviting me back.
All right. Hey, sorry you got to go. Anyway, let's...
As Jim would say, that's all you got to say for yourself?
Well, here's the thing is, last time I was on, I remember Jim saying that you guys need to be more adversarial because it's more fun for the listeners. So I came on here and I was like, really adversarial. And when I listened to myself on this, I'm like, oh my gosh, what a train wreck.
That's what we do every week.
I don't know. I felt bad because I was like ripping on Mark and ripping on you, and I'm like, why did I do that? Well, because Jim made me. Really.
Well, there you go. Now you're able to make up for what you thought was something bad. But
yeah. Plus,
I didn't notice it.
Hey, buddy, you're in good company if you felt it went bad because we think every episode goes poorly. It doesn't go bad; it goes badly. Adverbs, mother trucker.
I actually think they're all been excellent. I guess I'm in the minority here.
You are easily amused, apparently. Mark, tell them what you're wearing tonight.
Well, we played golf again, it was a little cooler.
What are you wearing tonight? Well, the Lincoln Marquis was quite a car. What are you wearing? Just tell them that.
Well, I'm wearing a golf outfit. A Pebble Beach long sleeve golf shirt. White.
What kind of neck you got there?
Well, it's a golf turtleneck.
It's a mock turtleneck. That's a great name for it. Nice turtleneck. Mock. No, that's not how it goes. Anyway, you look like...
no, my name's Mark.
You look like a Safe Cracker or Steve McQueen or something. You look good in it. I'm just going to tell you that.
Wow.
You look like an extra on Star Trek.
I didn't know where this was going.
It does fit your neck well, so that's good.
Thanks.
I think it could be tighter. Let me cinch that up for you a little bit. Yes, we did golf today. That went well. I won the last hole. End of story. Anyway, next up we have the radio game. Mark wiped the floor with me.
I'm not saying that. This is all Jim.
Yeah, I had a bad day. I had a little hangover. Watched the Minnesota Vikings. Heard of them, and again, they're only 0-2 as of this recording, but by the time you hear it, it could be 0-4.
Let's not go there.
Because I think we're 2 weeks out now, right? And then we'll catch up a little next week because we're off next week.
No, they'll be 2-2.
What are you talking about?
The Vikings.
Oh, 2-2?
Record, 2-2.
Don't they play San Francisco next?
I mean, they could have beat Philly if it wasn't for the 4 turnovers.
Okay, all right. What color is the sky in your world, man? It must be purple. Anyhow, you know why we're going to be off next week? Why I'm going to be off next week is I'm going to be going up to one of our guests is having a wedding.
Woohoo!
For his kid. How's that going? How's the planning for that?
You know,
do you recommend it?
I haven't been too involved in a lot of the planning. I've written a lot of checks, which is fine. That's all part of the deal. But right now I'm
Don't let my kids know that.
I'd like a check.
I'm starting to feel the pressure for sure. You know, it's a week from today, and we're leaving town on Sunday to head up and get everything ready up there for it. And yeah, there's a lot to do. So it's stressful. I didn't think much about it until like yesterday.
So that he's relaxed. Yeah, you are pretty relaxed for this whole thing.
Yeah, I'm faking it. Yeah.
I've got, by the time this airs, my youngest son will already be married. Did you hear what he's doing?
I did not.
Yeah. Well, so yeah, this will come out a couple weeks. Yeah, young Al is flying to Vegas with his fiance, and they are basically eloping because they also have recently put down some cash on a abode, a house.
Good for them.
A detached townhome is what it is. But yeah, I told both kids, hey, you're going to get, $35 each. Spend it wisely, and one's putting it toward a wedding, and the other one's putting it toward a house, and
Yeah.
good
That's
to go.
awesome. Yeah.
So,
No, actually, I enjoyed talking to her at your wife's little birthday party.
oh, yes,
That you tossed, yeah.
she's designing the Ascertainers logo for our T-shirts. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
Very
And
good.
we're
Flying
number
up.
2 on the list. I bet it'll be done in a week or so.
Flying off the shelves, they are.
Yeah, very good artist. Yeah,
We need to figure out what shelf to. Yeah, did you guys talk tattoos?
Yeah, a little bit. We talked. What's that? What's the series? Ink Master.
Okay,
That's what's his name?
it's like
Anyway.
a reality show.
Yeah, so he, the guy from, it's a band that everybody knows, and I can't think of it right now. Dave
Navarro.
Navarro.
That guy's still doing like weird shows.
Yeah, well,
What
he's
band-
doing. I don't know if that shows.
Wasn't he banging Carmen Electra? Is that the
Yeah.
same guy?
Yeah, I think they. I don't
What
know
the
if they
fuck
were
band
married.
was he
or-
in?
Was he in I Got Caught Stealing? Was that the...
That's Jane's Addiction. Oh, he might have
That's
been.
where he was. That
Yeah,
Jane's
okay.
Addiction is his band. Yeah, and they're still around.
All right, well,
But anyway, we talked about Ink Master. It's a cool show. But she said that she knows someone that was on it, and it's actually a lot of it's staged. And even though they end the time on when you have to stop inking, she said they still keep going until they're
Right.
done because they don't want people to leave with unfinished tattoos. So there's a lot of that. So
I think
it kind of ruined it for me, but it was still a good show.
every reality show is, what would you say?
there's no reality shows.
Right.
It's fucking staged as hell.
Like the NBA. They already know the outcomes of every game.
Is that what we're going with?
Wrestling. One day, one of those, you always thought maybe one day Nacho Barrero would take down Big John Studd or something like that. God, that would be they were like the human version of the Washington Generals. Everybody knew they were going to lose.
Yeah.
What kind of job? I mean, you think you don't like your job. Boy, oh boy, it's better than that. No matter what you're doing.
Have you guys revealed Mark's job before?
This
he
might be a
hung
good
it up?
night to do it. If you're up to it, Mark.
Oh, I was a pilot.
A what?
A pilot.
Pilot for what? Like crop dusting or what?
Major airline, or what was this?
It was a major airline. Well, Northwest to begin with, and then Delta. So,
Wow, that's not what you told me. This is exciting. I never knew a pilot before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mark had the dream life. I mean, he had these Hawaii runs where he was just like back and forth from Hawaii, and he'd surf, and just he had the life. I mean,
Yeah, it was
it's
good.
crazy.
Everybody gets the Hawaii runs once in a while. If you eat
But
too many,
now-
too many of them buns. Those,
Now I'm living the dream of being a podcaster. So
Same. It's the
Most
same.
pilots,
Yeah.
lie awake in their bed and just go, one of these days I'll retire and wear white fucking mock turtlenecks in some guy's basement.
Yeah. The podcast is the same rush as those waves in Maui, right? Mark?
much
Yeah.
the same.
Totally. Well, that's cool. And then can you also say what you did before that? Because I was going to ask about tattoos. And sometimes people that did,
I was in the Air Force.
There you go.
Before that.
and I don't believe that you have any tattoos.
I don't.
Jason has no tattoos.
I do not.
I have a tattoo that I got 3 days after I turned 18. But I do know that my youngest son's, she will be my daughter-in-law, meaning my youngest son's soon-to-be wife, is a Minnesota licensed tattoo artist and a pretty good one. She's
Yeah.
usually booked out like 3-4 months. Yeah, does a good job. I mean, maybe after we get the shirts, maybe I'll ask if she's cool if we give out their Instagram, with their artwork and tats and shit like that on it. But anyhow, I could get like probably some kind of like 10% off or something. Alex gets fuck. He could be covered. He's got a few, but nothing much above the waist.
I don't even know where you got me.
So
Speechless.
did you ever think about getting one, or is your body your temple and you don't want to?
Nothing like that. I just never had, I don't know, wherewithal to actually go through with it, I guess.
So you're scared.
Not scared, but just lazy. I'm not going to sit there for however long it
You're
takes.
too. You're too lazy to sit. What else would you be
But
doing?
you actually have to go down there, think of what you want on there,
Yeah.
and then sit through someone.
You get to rub lotion on it for a couple weeks.
And then they're probably, like when you get a haircut, they'll probably go, hey, what have you been up to? What do you think of the weather? And I don't like conversation, as you can
That's
tell
why
on
you're
the
a
podcast.
Yeah, you suck at it. So.
So when I was talking at the party that day, I told her that I wanted to do a family crest.
I've heard the story.
We've got seven people in our family right now, and so my wife said, "Okay, bring it up." So we're all together, and I bring it up, and I had 3 takers, including myself. Everybody else said not a chance, and I was so disappointed because I already had this thought in my head of what it would look like.
You could still do it. You could be a leader. You could say, "Hey, you got it," and then they'll look at it and go, "Wow, that looks really cool," and then they'll go get one.
Yeah, maybe.
So
There's
this would
something
be your
to
family coat of arms.
that. So to speak. Yeah.
One of my proudest, or whatever, I don't know what the right adjective is, but so the tattoo I got on my calf is a anatomically incorrect ant. It's an 8-legged ant, sometimes called a spant, but that was what cost $15 at the tattoo shop above Joe's Dirty Bookstore in Rochester. But both of my kids got the same tattoo, same place. I'm like, wow,
That's pretty cool.
how about that? I mean, I was never even in the running for Father of the Year or, be buddies with your kids or anything like that. So I thought that was kind of, whatever, nice. So if you get one, maybe your kids will get one. That's kind of what I'm saying.
You know what? Well, I've already got 2 other family members that are willing to do it.
Which
so,
are they blood or?
Yeah. So Jake.
Okay, this is a podcast going out to the world.
Doesn't matter. They don't know my last name.
Honey Jay.
Yeah. So Jake and his fiance. Yeah, they both.
It's Rutherford.
They said in a heartbeat we'd do it.
Jake and
His fiance.
his fiance. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, Sarah would definitely be able to help you with design and to do it. I mean, there's a lot of good tattoo artists out there, but
No, I thought of her first actually.
cool. All right. Maybe we could do it like live on the air or something.
Well, we'll have to see this coat of arms or family
Crest. Family jewels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, I don't want to see that.
I can see one sticking out down by his. He's wearing jeans, and it's down by his ankle. I can see one of those family jewels.
Yeah, it's with
How the
them
jeans feel? Put
Well,
them
I
on
am.
first time.
I am 57, so that doesn't surprise me.
now. Wow, you're old.
You're 57. I just thought you were younger. But hey,
So I had an argument with my wife last week
fight,
About-
fight.
about your age, and I said, "Well, Jim's going to be 62, not 62, 60 also." Audi
That's what you
C.
should say how old you are when you're 62. I'm 60 also.
So anyway,
I am 60.
No, but when you are 60 in 2 years, you could say I'm 60 also, instead of 62. It'd be
good
real
one.
funny. Ah,
Go ahead, Jason.
yeah. So anyway, she argued with me, and she said, "There's no way that Jim's going to be 60. He's younger than you." I said, "Honey, who would know?" I said, "I know he's immature, but who would know his age?" And so we finally figured it out, and
did she acquiesce?
yeah, she did.
Cool. I can't spell that word.
Oh, I just do
Yeah,
not want to
Jason-
hear someone saying he's that young.
Jason's wife and I share the same birthday.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. And then our buddy across the street, who
that we had a story earlier.
Yeah. His birthday is the same day as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So we got 3 people.
The guy whose name you didn't know, and you went through that awkward.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I pissed my pants when I heard that. That was one of the funniest stories you guys have told on this podcast.
It almost killed both of us. The great part is it was Mark's first editing attempt. So he literally edited like half a letter out. Like that would have been hard. It would have been easier just to delete the whole name. I would think.
Gosh, that was so funny.
I did try, but it was so jumbled together that it was tough to get it out of there.
Yeah, that was a fucking come up for air moment there.
So after 24 episodes, we did have one funny part.
Actually, it was 18 episodes ago. Sadly, that was episode 6.
It was.
I remember it well. We have our moments, but
I do.
whatever. I think we are mellowing out a little bit, but hopefully we're still, funny. I'm a little off my game tonight because I was up too late last night and I felt a little hungish. Ooh,
Hey,
none of
it's
those
just
words are good.
making-
Hangover.
Excuses for his golf game right now.
My golf game was bad. Did you say how badly you beat me? You beat me
I
by
did not.
8 strokes? 9 strokes. 8 strokes you beat me by. That's pretty good shellacking.
Yeah.
That's Vikings like.
Wow. They would have won if it wasn't for the damn turnover.
It's a good thing you guys play 9 holes because you wouldn't have time for the podcast.
Fuck. We wouldn't be able to fucking lift our clubs back in the car after 9 holes. Of that.
Or see the ball after the sun went down.
Yeah, this is bullshit. This is my least. I like fall, but what I really hate, and what I'm really going to hate, isn't it next weekend that they set the clocks back?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah.
So then it'll be dark at 7 o'clock. And then it's that long, slow journey into come December. It'll be like before 5 o'clock, it's dark.
So actually, this was our last week of golf
Oh, fuck, it might be.
before the podcast.
Bullshit. I'll fly to Florida and play you again to beat you.
Well, you'd have to take afternoon off because the tea time was going to be while you're working.
That can be arranged. We'll see. Oh, cold beer. All right. Hey, let's do the radio game and also let's get into which one you want, Jay? You want the grain belt or
Doesn't matter, my friend.
Okay, we'll do the course.
Okay, we're going to go right into the radio game. I actually bought Jim a little. It looks like an old transistor
It's like a
radio.
digital transistor radio. Yeah.
Yeah, so that way he doesn't have to steal our guest's headset to listen to the radio.
And we kind of have a Plan B thing, but I've really thought through the Plan B thing, and it's half baked at best. It's stupid. Stupid. So
Well,
all right, and then so we're gonna do the radio game, and then let's see. There's really not much to talk about the last episode because
well, let's just do the radio
it's
game.
going to be out of order and stuff. Okay, you want to do? Let's do all 4. Each person do all 4.
No, let's do Legacy first.
Okay, you go ahead. You lead the way.
Okay, my first one is Chicago. I know they're not big on KQ, but they had so many hits.
They play 25 or 6 to go or something like that.
Yeah.
Whatever that fucking song is.
25-6 or 4, or 25-6 or
25 or 6 to go.
No, it's a 4. 2-4.
2-4.
25-6. 25 or 6-4.
Okay, I'll go with that. That makes sense because he was trying to read the clock. You're right. Next.
Sorry.
All right. Oh, hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. We almost got through Mark's fucking 2 legacy bands, but
It's pronounced Leonard Skinner.
Leonard Skinner, you say? Okay, JT, what do you
Do you
got?
like how I threw in the album cover? there?
Pronounced, nice.
All right, so I'm rolling with Van Halen, Bruce Springsteen.
Okay, all right, and I got Dire Straits and Guns N' Roses.
And for my off the beaten path, I have Rainbow and the Animals.
All right, very exciting. You want to tell us why or anything, or?
No, not after the Chicago thing. You beat me down so hard there, so I'm a little.
You are like so fragile.
I am.
Usually you'll say that I'm being hurtful, which no one ever says to me.
They should.
No one ever talks to me. I piss them off and they just shun me. Shun. All right, Jay, what do you got?
I have Blue Oyster Cult and Mountain.
Bonus for if anybody knows Blue Oyster Cult's original name.
Ooh, not me.
Red.
Soft white underbelly.
Oh,
okay.
I was thinking-
And I took Molly Hatchet and Jethro Tull. Time to try the new hi-fi.
Transistor radio, and I guess a song is playing.
A song is playing. How come we never fucking win this game? It's Journey. Separate
Separate
ways, I think. Is that what it?
Yeah.
If true love wanders. Is that Separate Ways? Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I got it just from your rendition.
You see, I was doing kind of like Steve Perry moves. That band was so fucking weird looking live because their stage was just expansive as fuck, and then they got like these little miniature people up there, and there's nothing else on the stage. It looked kind of awkward, and there was like a drum riser, and then everything else seemed like it was just flat.
Yeah, I never saw Journey live in concert.
I saw them once, and there was no stage presence.
Yeah.
I fell asleep, actually.
Did you really?
Yeah, my buddy Dale, my late buddy Dale, actually. Yeah, I told you that.
He didn't listen to the Ascertainers, did he?
No, he died about a year ago.
What did he die of? Do you know? Can you say?
Yeah, self-inflicted.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yeah.
Boy.
Very sad. So on another note.
Yeah.
Wow.
Fucking toe tapper there, boy. Hey, it's no one's immune to that, but that sure is sad. How the fuck could that turn into a golden segue? There's a song 2 episodes ago that it's called "These Are People Who Died."
Right, Joe Carroll.
Jim Carroll band.
Jim Carroll.
So I was kicking that thing around badly, but yeah, it's a pretty good song. It's not. It's a little dark.
Yeah, very dark.
It's a lot dark.
Did they have anything else? It was a band or individual?
I think it was called the Jim Carroll Band, so I think it was probably a band.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't put my finger on why I know that, or why I would think that. So all right, it's Led Zeppelin week. JT is excited. Holy shit, he likes Led Zeppelin. I am I was like a kind of a alt rock kid or whatever, where the shit that was in the mainstream kind of bored me a little bit, but I enjoyed. 2 weeks ago we did the Who, and this week is Zeppelin. I like Zepp a lot more than I like the Who.
Well, go back to that. Jason was going to be on the podcast during the Beatles.
Right.
And his picks were, let's see if I think I have it here. Hard Day's Night, I Feel Fine, which I thought he was trying to message me something, but, and then Here Comes the Sun.
Yeah. And I brought up the same thing that Mark did about, the creation of that song when George Harrison was kind of hanging out with Eric Clapton at his place out in the country, and that's how that song came about. But yeah.
So
the Who.
Yeah, we got it. We I think we saved a story from Newt's. And by the way, I got to tell you, I got to stop the presses. 2 weeks ago, the episode that aired today, we neglected to promote Newt's, and look what happened. My golf game went to hell. So I brought that on myself. Newt's, Apple Valley, Minnesota. Apple Valley's premier burger, beer, pull tab, sports, good music, good service. Yeah. What'd you have tonight, Mark?
I had the Ranchero burger or something like that.
And as a, what'd you call him before? Guy doesn't eat meat. What do you call him?
Presbyterian?
No, I call him that. He called you like a
Hermaphrodite.
hermaphrodite. Yeah.
I don't even know why.
Which has nothing to do
With food.
That's
Right.
the beauty of it. You think Episcopalian does, or what do you call it? You're a pescatarian, or
right. So
Triceratops.
So is Jamie Lee Curtis an actual hermaphrodite?
How
That
do I
was
know? I heard that.
I hope not.
I heard someone
that was a rumor.
I heard
Yeah.
someone who was a doctor say that apparently she was. They called it ambiguous genitalia. Also,
Well, I've heard that.
perfect band name. But,
Yeah.
I've heard that said to me a couple times.
well, that's just because of what you do with the tape. You gotta commit, man. let that flag fly.
Right.
Phrasing. Anyhow, totally fucking forgot what we were talking about.
Where we were talking about
we were talking about the Who.
And
No, I wanted to go into Jason saved a story. Oh, we talked about Newt's. Classic Newt's brain fart. My brain is operating at a very low capacity, low wattage right now. I had the smash
what's
burger.
the difference?
I had the smash burger with you add pickles. You get the tots. You get a little buffalo on the side, buffalo sauce, not actual buffalo, and yeah, very tasty. Jason had second dinner, and he was feeling a little peckish, but not quite ready for a whole smorgasbord.
Yeah.
Hey, what'd you get?
I got a grilled cheese sandwich on like this Texas toast, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah,
It's very good.
Okay,
Now, if
restaurant
only they
grilled
had
cheese.
like a tomato soup to
Yes,
go along with it.
That the ticket
Hey,
right
buddy.
there.
And you could dip it in ketchup.
That's our sponsor you're talking about, pal. Get
We
with
should.
it.
Well, I'm trying to
suggest
force
Also,
that.
ketchup is just cold tomato soup.
No, but you just found out several episodes ago about dipping in ketchup.
No, I've always done grilled cheese and ketchup, but I've never done cheese curds and ketchup. That was the new revelation. To me, ketchup is such a low, kind of a
Condiment? Is
low,
that the
low
bottom?
end condiment. It says a little bit about you if you go through a lot of ketchups.
Wow.
Like some people put ketchup on steak, and I draw the line at that.
Oh.
It might be good, but
Would Heinz 57 count as ketchup?
Yeah, I think
Heinz
that's in the
57
same
is steak
category.
sauce, and I do enjoy that. If the steak, I like steak just
Oh,
regular,
see?
but if so do you like A1, Lee and Perrins?
Yeah, if you have a good
tomato
steak,
soup.
you shouldn't need any sauce.
Agreed. But sometimes you get a one with a little
Depends on what kind of steak you're eating, but
one with a little bit of fight to it. So Newt's, go to Newt's, Apple Valley. They're getting busier. There's a new grocery store open up right next to them. And I talked to Audie J.S., one of my neighbors, he hosted a Vikings game thing in his driveway last night. And he goes, yeah, we went to Newt's, just didn't knock our socks off or whatever. And I go, when'd you go? Oh, it's right when they opened. I'm like, well, fuck, you got to go back. So if you went to any restaurant, if you went right when they opened and you didn't love it, give them another try. Trust me. This, if you don't like it, send me the receipt and I will throw it away for you. Okay, that's how much I believe in the Newt's promise.
You know what?
But-
Hey, my wife's in the industry. You have to give every establishment a second chance because when they open, even if it's a soft opening, it's chaos.
Yeah.
These people, even though they've maybe had experience before, they don't have experience running this new place. So we went there once, my wife and I, and it wasn't the best service, and we went back, and it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
You have to give them time to get acclimated.
Got to get them kinks out, man. Like my golf swing.
Wow, you've got a long road ahead.
I do, absolutely. But while we were at Newt's, and by the way, this episode is just homing by, so we got to get to the Zeppelin stuff, but we do have to hear Jason's Who story from Florida.
Yeah, I mean,
he's like me. I hate the Who, and then he goes, except for these 3 songs.
well, no. So I was a junior in high school. I had my cousin lived in Fort Lauderdale, so we went down there for spring break, me and a buddy, and they took us out on the strip, and we were at this bar, and it was just rocking, loud music, and there was this dude that got up on a table when this Who song came on, and it started. I had never heard it before, and the name of the song is "Rain on Me," and this dude killed it. He sang it word for word, hit all the lyrics, hit all the notes, and I just fell in love with that song because this dude did such a good job, and he was hammered.
Was it like karaoke, or was he singing along
No,
with the
it
jukebox?
just the bar was playing it very
Okay.
loudly, and this guy was singing along with it, and he was phenomenal, and I'm like, I love this song, and that's like my first introduction to Who, where I really got into it, but in general, I'm not a big fan.
So this was high school?
Yeah.
Wow, you got to go down for spring break in high school?
Yeah, my
lot of people
junior
did.
and senior year.
Not us, not you and me, but
Well, that's back when Fort Lauderdale was really the original spring break location.
And you were at a bar.
Yeah, they didn't card back then.
yeah, I bet it was 18 back then, wasn't it?
Mm-mm.
Was it 19, 20?
It was 19. Nobody carded. And half my high school was there. It was crazy. I was running into people from my high school. Didn't even know they were going there.
Wow.
Anyway.
Crazy.
That's nuts.
All right.
I went to my basement for spring break.
Good, Mark.
Yeah, okay.
It's sad.
A lot of material there. Okay, let's go top 3 Led Zeppelin.
Oh, with the Who,
songs.
I should say that I forgot to say Won't Get Fooled Again. It was one of my honorable mentions.
Okay.
That is a great tune.
You feel better now?
I do.
Got that out?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's really sad, but go ahead. Go on. You know, I am the originator of this podcast. You know, give me a little more respect,
Would you like
bastard.
some respect? I'll show you respect. All right. Did you rank your Zeppelins or not?
I did not, because this was difficult.
How many do you
for
think
me.
of the? I'm only doing 3, and then I've got a couple honorable mentions. How many do you think? I think that will be one that we will have in common.
Yes.
All 3 of us, or just you 2?
I would say he and I don't know. You're a wild card there, JT. So
I think I know the song also.
well, say it.
Kashmir.
No, I left that off on purpose because I know it's your favorite song in the world. Because of that one perfect day. That one perfect day on
Well,
Jameson Street.
do you find it a great song?
Remember Wayne's World?
Oh, yeah.
Garden Street. I mean, come on, can't we get a better actor? And then Charlton Heston walks in. I remember that day. Oh, not a day goes by. I don't think about her. So anyway, what?
Kashmir. I think
Kashmir was your perfect day on Gordon Street.
but I think that's a popular song for everybody.
I know the album it was on,
Which one?
Physical Graffiti.
Do you want a pat on the back?
I want a cookie. I want a participation trophy. All right, so are you going to do that one?
That is one of my.
Do you do this on your
Pick.
phone? Look at me. I got paper. I'm over here like a beat reporter. My little notebook.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh my gosh. We got about 10 minutes left, so we better hum. All right. I didn't know the name of this song, but it's called The Ocean.
Oh yeah.
That's, I think, might be my favorite. Do you know that one, Jay? What's going on with your face?
It's on my list.
Oh, that's good.
Well, that is good.
You
That's,
look like you were
that's-
having, like, passing a kidney stone there.
Well,
for
I
a
only
second.
did 3 because you told me to bring 3, and the ocean was number 1 of 3, so it's 3rd on my list.
No, it's good when they overlap.
The coolest thing about that song is how it ends. It's like an extra song within the song when it starts kind of getting into like a little swing beat kind of a thing, and yeah, it's a good song. Okay, you and Kashmir.
Well, you do your first or another one. We know the ocean is one, but you can do.
Yeah, so my second choice is Going to California,
Oh, that's
which
one
I
of mine.
absolutely love.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is weird. This is like a fucking circle jerk here, a little kumbaya action.
Doesn't
Well, it's
happen.
Led Zeppelin. Everything is great.
All
that
right,
they
well,
do.
you have to then you burned one of yours because of that, so I'll do mine. This is one I thought that you would have on yours as well, and it's Since I've Been Loving You.
Oh, I don't have that out of my 9.
Really?
Yeah.
It's like a 7 minutes jam
I know
song.
it. I know it. I
That's
know
a
it.
really fucking. I don't even know. You call that a rock song? It's like I don't even know what it is.
This was so difficult for me just to pick out 9 songs.
I like when you say hard. This is hard. What's so
Hard,
difficult?
hard.
Hard.
That's from curling reference.
You ever watch? You know what Smartless is?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you later. I'll tell you off air. Okay, so JT, what's your third?
So my all-time favorite Zeppelin song is maybe one that you haven't heard of, but anyone listening that's never heard the title of this song should check it out. But it's by far my favorite, and it's very obscure. And let me preface this by saying when I was a junior in high school, KQRS
You did a
had-
lot your junior year. Jeeps.
I know, I was crazy. They had Led Zeppelin A to Z.
Yeah,
And I skipped school on a Friday.
Just to listen to that.
No, to record it. I recorded every Led Zeppelin song on cassette.
Smart.
Switched it over and over. And this song is one that hit me after listening to all of them after I had recorded them. And the name of it is In My Time of Dying.
Okay,
It is
I'm
unbelievable.
gonna write that down.
I am too. I don't know it.
Is it like a rocker? Is it bluesy? What does it do?
It's got a little of everything. It's kind of bluesy when it starts out, and then it just jams. It's unbelievable.
Wow, I thought I knew. Wow, that's impressive. I can't top that now.
Man of many words over there. Have you looked into like the recording arts? You got a real knack for it.
Well, I was looking with my thesaurus to come up with something that.
Is that how you pronounce that? I thought it was the saurus. Okay.
No, that's a dinosaur.
What's another word for that? That's so old. That's a dad joke right there. I got one more, and then I got two that are honorable mentions, and I have to. One of them is very near and dear to my heart. But is it my turn or?
Sure.
I like the Immigrant Song a lot.
Is that another one on yours?
Well, I mean,
they're all good.
Everyone loves that. I mean, this band is unbelievable.
It is.
You can't even 9. It's hard to stop at 9.
You're right. It was tough to stop, but like I said before, they're no Who, but they do all right.
Hey, the kids are all right. Yeah,
well, I've told all my boys. I have 3 sons, and I've told them since they were old enough to understand music that Led Zeppelin is the greatest band in history, and that's what I feel.
Do they listen to the same? What kind of music your kids listen to?
Everything that I listened to when they were growing up.
Okay.
In the car rides, they listen to all of it.
Mine are very. My oldest is into some really interesting crap, and that's kind of what it is sometimes to me. But no, they kind of ran away. I kind of probably tried to force feed it to them or something, and they're like, yeah, we're good. That's fucking dad rock. But Alex has a pretty wide palette, and they're both. I guess I like the fact that they're both like into some kind of stuff that's like, huh? Like they introduced me to a lot of new stuff.
Right, and that's nice. I'd like to hear different stuff.
Like if they were like going, hey man, let's talk about that 38 special, Hold On Loosely a little more. I'm like, why don't you go listen to something?
Well, I think
Alex just sent me a Marty Robbins video because the guitar solo was like, it sounded like the lowest guitar notes I've ever heard. It almost sounded like industrial music inside of a Marty Robbins. You know, he is like a country guy.
Oh, he's the guy who teaches you how to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
No. That's the motivational
You're thinking
speaker,
about Tony
dude.
Orlando.
Tony Robbins? Tony Robinson? I don't
Tony
know.
Robbins. See, Mark does that. He does a funny once now and again. So, you know that it was. Mark's having. Mark is struggling. It's good. We had laughter on this one.
It's
Yay.
good to see you
What
get
fucking
struggle.
time. So, Led Zeppelin was playing at a key moment in my life when I lost something my innocence that I can't get back. But it was, again, the album was what?
Into the Outdoor.
In Through the Outdoor, which is an odd name of an album to lose.
And we don't want to mention his name.
It was, in fact, he's cool with it now, but no, it was a she. A she, her.
I got the wrong
she
story.
Sorry. She was quite generous. And anyway, charitable. No, charitable. That's the word I was looking for. What'd I say? And anyway, yeah. So side 2 of In Through the Outdoor, which all of my love is on that side.
And that's one of your picks.
And that's, it's just, sentimental wise. Yeah, I had to.
I got Hey Hey What Can I Do, which was not on the album. It was released as a single.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's a good little nugget.
You've got a woman that want to ball all day, right, Mark?
Right.
Yeah.
People come to the church to pray to the Lord, but when my lady's looking so fine or whatever that lyric is. Pretty close.
Totally. All right. I have another one. Heartbreaker. Did you hear my Heartbreaker? Do you like this song?
I do.
There's
not a song that I hated.
Don't the Stones I wonder how many bands have a song called Heartbreaker. The Stones Heartbreaker is quite good too. We should do the Stones one time.
We will.
We'll do that next.
With a purple umbrella and a 50-cent hat.
And they always play 2 songs together, but they're actually 2 different songs.
Yep. Livin', Lovin', Made.
Yeah.
Very interesting. If you put a gun to my head and asked me for the first opening lyrics of The Ocean, I wouldn't be able to tell you. But as soon as I hear it, I would go, oh, then I know the rest. So that's fun.
So I have one that's a little bit off beaten track. It's something that I always like to throw in there that Jim doesn't know. And this is a song that, well, you already came up with one with that In My Time of Dying. But this was one that sounds like, what was that band that Robert Plant was in?
Honey Drippers?
Yeah. Down by the Seaside.
Oh, that was a good song.
Where the ships go sailing.
I think I know that song.
And nobody else in the band liked it.
Isn't it got kind of like a real whammy bar guitar kind of a sound?
Yeah, and it's a very non-Zeppelin type of song. But they were very eclectic, and they could do a wide range of music.
Well, I have one more for you.
Oh, good, yeah.
That you may or may not know. Tangerine.
Oh, yeah, I love Tangerine.
Good song.
Tangerine.
Oh, what a good band.
I don't know it. I'll just sit over here and let you guys.
A Lemon Song is another good one.
Yeah.
That one's like
It's very bass heavy.
known. Was it? Isn't that
Why
the
would
one,
Mark like that?
I know it. I just love that
I think
song.
John Paul Jones is a fairly underrated bass player.
He's very
Obviously,
underrated.
knew what he was doing.
And keyboardist.
Liked the young ladies though. That's kind of known.
And they really, it seems like they did not like him. Because they dissed him when he was entering the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And he even said...
dissed him? He didn't show up? Or
he showed up and
there.
they played together, but he goes, oh, they finally remembered my number to call me to show up to this.
Hey, sounds like a dick.
And then at the end, they didn't shake hands or anything. They kind of walked off different sides of the stage.
Wow. Well, nobody likes the bass player. We all know that.
Yeah, we do. From
The Kids in the Hall. If you haven't seen
Lowly little bass player.
If you haven't seen the Kids in the Hall, the bass player sketch, I highly recommend it.
It is good.
And those guys did a cameo. Max, one of Alex's singers, did a cameo of Kevin McDonald for Alex on his birthday. And he talked about the
I
song.
remember that.
Yeah, cool as hell. Those things are cool. If you're not familiar with Cameo, we should probably... Mark and I are available for cameos, just so you know.
Well, I'm not really. I'm like a couple months behind because there's so many people wanting my cameo.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, my agent isn't cool with it, so you keep doing it, though, Mark. You're fine.
When the Levee Breaks is another one.
Didn't he say that?
No.
Oh, he said going to California.
Yeah.
I was underwhelmed by 4. It's just because it was so... I just feel like that's the most overhyped record of my lifetime is Led Zeppelin, whatever you call it, 4, whatever, Runes or whatever.
Yeah,
I
everyone
think
calls it
Stairway to
4.
Heaven is the fucking most overrated song in rock.
Well, so does Robert Plant. He hated that song.
Oh.
I don't know if it's
a good song.
Right.
What I'm saying is that it was
It was just overhyped.
Yes. Didn't need to be.
Doesn't mean that it's not a great song.
Like, it's not the best song on the album. I like, what's the fucking song called? Black Dog. I think that's...
That is
How about 4 Sticks?
4 Sticks?
Yeah, it's a good song, too.
Is that from 4?
It's a common one.
4 Sticks?
Yo, Mark, you just don't know the name, but you know the song. Popular.
Mark's been spelling foreskin wrong this whole time.
5 Skin. Mark has excess.
A little extra.
Traveling Riverside Blues is another great tune.
That one I've never heard of.
Okay, 5 Skin. Way to try to shift the topic there a little bit. I think we got to put a bow on this thing.
Yeah, I got so much more to talk about.
Well, that's what we got to do. We got to get into the band immediately. We fucked around somehow.
Don't chastise me in front of all of our listeners.
What does chastise mean?
Isn't that a belt?
Chastise me?
A chastise belt? Yeah. Oh, that's
a belt you wear.
Chastity belt.
Sonny and Cher's kid. Chastise.
Chaz.
Shoe boy.
Ooh, I think
Chaz
that chastity became Chaz, yeah?
Chaz belt.
Yeah.
How about that? Well,
Good old share.
We'll talk about some other cool stuff next time. Thanks, Jason, for coming.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, thanks for having
This
me.
was a lot funner, wasn't it? Because it wasn't
Funner?
More fun.
It was more fun.
Hey, no, thanks for having me.
It was more funly.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
well,
it was great.
it was just more relaxed because we didn't know what we were doing then, and we kind of barely do now. But it's good. You weren't so hard on us this time. We appreciate that.
Crazy.
Man, you really let us have it with your ire.
All
I
right.
may have.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. Go to Newt's.